Cantor with the Pooper Scoopers, and I wanted to take a couple minutes and kind of go over the canine influenza that's going around, or that people are talking about. And so I decided to corner my friend Dr. Lisa with the Welcome Wagon and ask her a few questions. I know we've gotten a couple calls from people with concerns, and I want to just kind of address it from a Pooper Scooper standpoint and from a general knowledge standpoint. So with the canine influenza, can you explain to us how it's transmitted, or how dogs are getting it, or maybe what's making it so, I know it's not new, but what's making it more prominent now than it has been in past years?
Sure. It's, we first discovered the H3N8 strain of the flu probably about 10 years ago in greyhounds. I think we're seeing a surge in outbreaks. You know, we'll have waxing and waning throughout the country various years, but this time of year especially we see higher incidence of infectious diseases, mostly because of spring break. People are boarding their animals. We see higher densities of animals. People are going out to dog parks right now. So it's a particularly vulnerable time of year for pets when it comes to contagious diseases like the flu.
To our defense, we've been in the house for 3 months. So
Absolutely. so everyone wants to get out and go nose to nose, and that's how things spread.
So then I guess it's spread from dog to dog. It's not spread through feces at all. No. So even though we do disinfect our supplies between stops, but even if for some reason something was missed, we are not going to transmit the canine flu between yards or between homes. It's between dog to dog. And then the email that you said did say that it can live on hard surfaces for 48 hours, was it?
48 hours for surfaces, about 12 hours for clothing. It is transmitted, like you said, aerosol droplets, sneezes, secretions, oral secretions, but not through stool. So, right, when dogs are nose to nose, exactly. When dogs are coughing and sneezing in the environment and you see the droplets land on surfaces, let's say a cage that isn't disinfected between pets at a groomer, that's how the disease would be transmitted.
So from a general standpoint, taking your dog for a walk is still fine. Maybe limits, if your dog's not vaccinated, because there is a vaccine. If your dog's not vaccinated, maybe give a break for the dog park for a couple weeks and
right.
I'd
let this sort of taper out. So as far as putting your dog at risk, exposing it to higher densities, higher concentrations of animals, again, whether at the groomer or the dog park, boarding facilities, I would try and limit that as much as possible. If you can have someone come into the home, that would be preferable. There are vaccines that are available, both for kennel cough or bordetella, which is a bacteria, and now this flu strain. It does require a series of 2 injections between 2 and 4 weeks apart. And then I would give it another week or 2 after that to make sure that your pet is protected and the immune system has had a chance to recognize the vaccine and mount an appropriate response.
And then I just thought of this. What about cats? Like, it's not from dog to cat, it's dog to dog,
no,
right?
We're seeing just dog to dog transmission. It's not something that you as a human, if you have the flu, you're not going to give a human strain of flu to your dog, and vice versa. So no, it's strictly dog to dog right now.
Okay. Well, like I said, Dr. Lisa's with the Welcome Wagon. I will put her website in our e-blast so you can visit her. She's great. She takes care of our animals, and it's awesome that I don't have to leave the house. One, because I don't like to leave the house, and 2, because it's easier with older dogs and bigger dogs, which I tend to have her come to the home. But like I said, I wanted just to do a video and let everyone know that we do know that there's canine influenza issues, and we are taking proper precautions. The one thing that we are going to do on a daily basis, our guys don't see many dogs anyways because a lot of our clients are at work. But for the next several weeks to a month, we're going to limit the contact that we have with dogs. Nothing you need to do differently. If your dogs are outside, we will just ring the doorbell, ask you to bring them in, and that'll just give this outbreak, is probably the right word, a little bit of time to kind of subside. And like I said, if you have a dog that goes to the vet and the groomer or the doggy daycare or that kind of thing, maybe just be a little more cautious with it. And again, if there's any questions, I'm sure Dr. Lisa would help answer those for you, or contact your vet.
Sure. And general hand washing principles still apply anytime we've got anything contagious. Just common sense, washing your hands in between touching different pets, or even if you touch your own pet before you're going to eat anything or handle a stranger's animal. Hand washing, bleach will kill the virus as well. So
the world's not ending. We can all go for walks. We're no need to panic. Just be a little smarter for the next couple weeks, kind of let this die down. So again, Cantor with the Pooper Scoopers, and this is Dr. Lisa McIntyre with the Welcome Wagon. And if there's any questions, contact either one of us. Thanks.